Oh, wrong way. Okay, to level 14. High level. Not even close. Wait, what? Wrong way. Rip. Getting out of here. This. Custom work? Isn't over here even higher level? The way I'm going isn't the right way. I might rest or level up a little bit more before I go over there. Wait, who's that? Huh.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadogan fellow.
Yeah, that guy's level 6? Damn.
Why the Goswicks came here in the first place?
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away. I'm at your service, Doctor.
Since you seem quite the expert on vampires, what could you tell me about my condition and how it came about?
As men of science, our first step is always to start with what we know. Forget the myths, the hackneyed scrawlings, and the penny dreadfuls. They do not scratch the surface of the truth you now find yourself in.
The sun. The morning following my transformation. Its rays burned me. There was pain, smoke, and my skin blackened.
You will find there is very little that can kill a vampire, my friend. You have been offered relative immortality. The sun will most certainly hurt you, leaving you weakened and damaged, but it will not destroy you.
Must I take a life to live?
You are a vampire. You feed, and blood is the sole sustenance that can sustain your immortal frame. And only a living creature contains the nourishment you require.
Since I'm the one working for you, what should I know about Pembroke Hospital?
Well, for many years, we have been the only medical facility in this part of town that people can rely on. We support the community here, as well as provide health care.
Where do we stand today?
Oh, to be honest, we cope on a day-to-day basis. The first wave of the Spanish flu last summer took us by surprise. We lack many of the basic necessities needed.
What do you expect of me?
What we need is hope. You were a soldier. This is a war. This white coat's still a uniform. We fight to help the poor, the sick of the East End, the forgotten.
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're Van. The lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Pardon my boldness, Your Ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off they are.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round. The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals, or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor. Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
What sort of creature is this?
left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
What's Pound do?
Gives me health.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel.
What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
What does the RB hand icon do?
It does extra damage, but I needed all that. It takes off my blood power, so I had to use it all for healing. That guy was hurting me. Yes, please eat the rat.
He was healing when he bit you.
Was he? I didn't even notice, but that sucks. That's probably the hardest thing I fought in this game. Level 11, huh? That's gonna be rough. Let's check it out.
Jim was digging the music. The rat beast was nice.
That? Okay. That wasn't a rat. Was it a rat beast or was it a werewolf? The music is interesting. Oh, nice.
This must be Clay Cox's knife. A fine blade. No wonder he wants it back.
A lot of high levels everywhere. Makes me think that I should level up. Just running around scrounging. I don't know. No, this is look at the humans before they smack you in the face. See what level they are. Level 9, I can deal with that guy. It's just one guy too, right?
This is no place for a gentleman.
Sorry, sirs. I don't know about dealing with two guys.
Go back home. No me.
They're not exactly out to kill people, you know, they're just, oh, Jesus. They're everywhere, though. I can go through there? Do I want to? The docks? Or is that where I started? I think so. I'm really far away. I'm really far away from where I need to be. Level 16, H.E. Griffin. That guy is named. That's not good. Alright, I'm going back home. Oh shit. Alright, well. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, cool. I keep pressing LB also to block when it's definitely not a block button. That guy wasn't there before. Okay, not going that way. Alright, this is my main area. Not only am I level 6, but I'm a fake level 6. This is all padding. Wait, I finished that quest. Where's that guy? I got his knife. Should I give his knife back? Is it a nice knife? Oh no, it's not even part of a weapon. It's just a questing, right? Knife.
Is this more akin to Dark Souls?
No, no way. Not even close.
Hey, Doc. I have found a gift from your wife.
In that case, you'll be properly rewarded, Doc. Clay Cox is a man of his word.
I hope that won't make me an accomplice to your future crimes.
Who knows what I might do now I feel invincible again.
Did I do something bad? I'm pretty sure I did.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
So, you can like take people and suck all their blood. You have to have a certain rating in your persuasion. And me and Orr decided that we should bite all the women that we come across. A little harder than it would seem. Takes a lot of work. I'm gonna make some potions before I head out. I wonder if these like reset every time I go to sleep. It feels like it does. I missed all that out my first time running through here. There's a lot of shit. So I can only level up when I go to sleep. And if I go to sleep, the day progresses. I'm not sure what the consequences of that are. but I'm not willing to find out. I can craft right here. I can craft cures here for people. I want this. I think that's it for now. That I know. I think there's only one person that needs it. Can I make another one? Yeah, I have enough. Regenerate health points. I need the blood. And I'm full on that. Alright. I might need to go to sleep though, because from what I remember, this area is high level and I am only level 6. Remember there being a really high level guy over here? Yeah, he's still there. Still level 18. I can be crafty, but I can only be so crafty. I've been in here before, a long time ago. And I was not willing to go further, because, I might need to level up, because this is rough. I don't know if I can be that sneaky. These guys are kind of blind, but they're not that blind. Yeah, there's dudes everywhere. I can try to squeeze by. Oh my god, what am I doing? Oh god, I'm gonna die.
More and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye. The guards recruit more and more every year.
What is it? These dudes are everywhere. They're everywhere, my dude. Holy, I did. I have a lot of EXP, but I don't know. Would it be enough? But at least, yeah, but at least. Fight these guys? I don't know if I can. There's so many of them. I have to try, see what happens. Do I have anything else outstanding here that I can take care of? There's that quest that I need to finish that I couldn't find. How do I find this shit? Main quest. Night shift, right? Local investigations. What I was talking about here. He has a headache. All right, so I gotta get a headache for him, fatigue, and I recovered him. Okay. Claustrophobia. Mortimer Goswick. Do I want to level now? No, I want to make the headache thing. Oh, I can't. I don't have that. Don't I have a lot of... Oh, it doesn't tell me I can analyze.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Hey, Doc.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
The other guy that was telling me to find his friend, I don't know where he is.
It's locked, all right.
Disappeared. Sucks. I do this pretty. Level 8 is not a thing. Right? I can fuck around here. Fuck. Guys resistant to melee and ranged weapons. I want to get behind them and give them the whole smack. Not turning around though. Alright, that was a... Ow! Alright, keep doing that. I can stab him. I should stab him to get some blood, because I have no blood right now. That was the worst, worst fight. Nah, it's been worse. There's been worse fights. I don't know where I am.
I cannot enter.
Is this the place where I need to be? I have a custom marker. That doesn't really... Huh. Oh, a new hideout. Cool. Vampire Club new collectible. I don't know what that even means. Not craft.
It's locked.
Can't leave there.
place for you, sir.
Sorry, sir. That's 13. Stick to these guys. Alright, so killing guys does give a little bit of EXP. I'm not completely wasting my time. But how do I get up there? I thought I could teleport up there, but it seemed like it. Level 10 in there. But I can't get up there. Help! Alright. Alright, let's try to kill this 13. Do it! Alright, this went super south. Oh God. Ow.
I'll put an end to you! Shit!
Well, I did it. That was rough. Especially because that guy was a lot tougher than the other dudes. Level 13 dudes aren't that rough. They're really not. I thought it would be tougher, but only those really big guys are tough. Opens up a lot of possibilities that I can take those guys out. Oh, these were these guys. Yeah, I got it now. I know where I am.
This is no place for you, sir.
Alright, I can kill them.
Sir! Step away!
Back. I don't really use guns, so.
In this letter, Mortimer Goswick does nothing to hide his desire to die. I could give it to his mother, but doing so would betray his trust.
Since we're pretty much going for the female route, I'm gonna betray his trust.
Locked.
I'm gonna try to eat as many ladies as possible. So the vampire can breed by having intercourse. Mates. Oh, this is what this is. Okay, but what about these other ones? They're quests. I wish it would just like not be a cursor. That'd be nice. I'm reading all these just in case. Oh gee.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. These men, they're a company of professional vampire hunters.
Oh yeah, look at all that shit. Now, where am I?
It ain't human. Kill it. No.
Alright, so the hospital's nearby. I completed a quest. Not on purpose.
Safer places to be than here.
Oh, this is where I was. I was scared of these guys, and there's. Did I kill the guys here? Oh yeah. All right, so I see. I was scared of these guys at first. Oh, not so scared. Level 10 and level.
Not a good place for a stroll. There's one of them.
Ow. Ow. Oh, I don't need to use that. If I'm out of combat, I regen. Well, sort of. Oh, this might be a little bit rough. Oh, that's the Griffin guy. Can't you hear that guy making noise? Ow. Fuck off. The guy was just hammering me. Those other guys, the ones that are making that noise, are a little bit scarier than these men. Door. Door. Oh shit, there's a dude over there. Have I been here? Oh, I unlocked it. Oh, this is interesting. Who's this guy? There's more people here.
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear it off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here, like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Edwina Cox, isn't that the other guy? Yeah, the other guy. His name is Cox. Her wife? Cox family? So I'm deep in the docks right now. Deep, deep, deep.
cannot enter.
Come on, I dodged that shit. Alright, I probably don't want to hang around here anymore. This is a thing that's screaming. Is it? It's only level 8. A lot of these dudes here. This place is fucked up. Let me get out of here.
Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I ain't paying any bill left by Clay.
I'm not here to collect payment, miss.
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us then, if you don't want to get hurt or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
You don't have weapons. I can sell stuff, but
good evening.
Hello again.
Can I see?
As long as you have money.
yeah, good enough. All right.
The sewer dog's fault, they say. Then the gang. The epidemics, everyone throwing the blame.
I must look a fool. Oh no, you can't.
guy's just shooting like. Yeah, I'm pretty sure shit will respawn when I go to sleep.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
I have read your son's suicide note. It was not an impulsive gesture, nor was it his first attempt.
He threatened to kill himself a few times before. But I never thought he would dare to punish me this much.
Punish you? Why?
I've known for a long time he was not happy with his life. But I always hoped he cared enough to avoid making me suffer like this.
Mortimer is extremely vague as to his motivations for committing suicide. Tell me more about what you know.
As you say, Mortimer had no reason to die. All he said to me was that he wanted to make the world a better place, but couldn't.
Why did your son feel so useless when facing the world?
I think it was more that he could only see the melancholy facets of life. He couldn't help but dwell on such things.
What do you think he meant by making the world a better place?
Mortimer has always been a sensitive soul. He wouldn't talk to anyone for months after his father passed. It's like he carries everyone's sadness with him.
Do you realize your son could try to kill himself again? He might succeed next time.
I think about it every minute. But I won't stop fighting for my son's future. That's how much I love him.
You're right. Your son's death was not fatal. And unlike many on their own, he is lucky to have you by his side.
I can't give up on him. I just can't. I have conceded many times in my life, but giving up on my son is something I am incapable of.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Your mother won't let you down, Mortimer. Don't you share her hope for a better future?
No. I don't.
Won't you even try?
Do you want me to promise you I'll get better? Do you want me to tell her the same thing? I could, but it would not change anything.
I've read your letter, Mortimer. You wrote about an unbearable feeling of despair, while the world crumbles around you. Tell me more about it.
There's nothing more to say, really. It's hurtful, it's unbearable, and I don't ask anyone to understand what I feel.
Don't you see how lucky you are? You're rich, you're in good health, and you have a loving mother. You're simply drowning in self-pity.
Leave me alone then, Doctor, and let me drown myself.
I have to go now, sir. But don't...
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, Doctor.
Your son asked me to find this letter, Mrs. Goswick. However, I thought it would be preferable to give it to you.
I already know what I'm going to read. Mortimer, why are you acting in this way? I have done everything I can to help you, but it's not enough.
We will talk about this letter later. I understand that you need some privacy.
Before you leave, take this for your trouble. Thanks to you, my son still has a future. Perhaps.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you.
Tell me, Thoreau, what's the real cause of your dislike for Dr. Ackroyd?
He refuses to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently. Is there anything you have to say about this?
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation. His jealousy blinds him. I'm not the real target here.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
You always knew the words to calm the children.
I'm quite busy right now.
What do you think of Dr. Tippett's opinion of your promotion, Waverly?
Tippett is a good practitioner. Maybe just a little too attached to his prestigious position at the Pembroke Hospital.
Really? That's exactly his diagnosis of you. A little too eager to get promoted? A little bit too proud?
He has the right to think so. But I deserve this promotion, and I don't consider it anything but well-earned.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
If you are going to lead this surgery, I'm trusting you to assume the consequences of your actions, whatever the result.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his responsibilities, Dr. Reed. There is no need for you to be looking over my shoulder.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Nice, sweet girl. Reads me like a book.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. Good evening, Miss Howcroft.
I need blood.
I'll leave.
Blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna level up some, see what happens. This. Oh, tippets. Oh, I can level this up. A lot of EXP. Hey. Yikes. Oh wait, I can level these up. That. That's a lot of damage. The cost? Oh. Wait, what? Alright, so I need level 10. It is now understood. Takes 1,000. Oh, okay. Going back up. Alright. It's not what you level up, it's how much EXP you spend. This thing sucks. This machete, not great. And this, well, it does a lot of damage. I don't know. It's kind of like. Common handle part is what I need to level this shit up. Guys ain't shit now. What the? Why?
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Come on.